What's up, guys? This is Kay, and this is another episode of Queer. On today's episode, I want to clear up a few things first. I've been hearing that you guys want more consistent videos, so I'm pledging the end of every month or the beginning of every month there will be a video up for you guys. And the streets have been talking. What I'd like to ask you guys is just, if you have any comments, suggestions, don't be scared. Send me a comment under the video that you perhaps watched, or just send me a message on our social networks. Today I'm at my grandmother's house. I'm home, baby. I'm home, and I'm not alone today. I'm with
Obviously.
I'm with the girl, DK, one of my loyals that's always watching the podcast and be like, yo, yeah, like I learned a lot from your podcast. She's actually the first person who is on the podcast who's not drinking alcohol, or we were not out yesterday, the night before. Yeah, she's the only one. She's the only one. Usually I'm the only one who's not drinking when I'm shooting, but
I'm a homebody. I'm a cultured hen.
See. So for now, lemon twist.
But of course, juice.
Lemon twist. Oh, guys, the winter fits are still available for sale, so you know what to do. Okay, DK, introduce yourself.
Hi, YouTubers. Oh, what do you call your people?
Hey man, the queendom, the queerdom.
Can I just say, I don't know how to say that word. I don't know why. What is one word that you can't say? How do you say it?
Queer.
Hey, queer. I can't say it. I don't know why. But okay. Hi queers or queendoms or whatever Keke calls you. Hi everyone. Like Keke calls me, everybody in Bloom calls me DK, but my name is DK Lady Mukwena, and I am originally born and bred from Bloemfontein. I'm a small town girl. But inside I'm a city girl. Deep inside I'm a city girl.
The bag girl. The bag girl.
I understand. Yes, that's me in a nutshell. Yeah.
Well, DK, we're gonna be talking about some serious stuff today, and then we're gonna zhuzh it up. First of all, since it's August and it's Women's Month, there's this video that I saw on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
About this guy talking about the most
I saw that.
You saw that video?
Yeah.
The most dangerous places for women to live in, and South Africa by far was number one.
I think
I'll share it.
Yeah.
I'll share that video. So basically this guy breaks it down like in terms of like the stats.
Yeah.
And you sit back and you wonder for damn, I'm actually lucky to be at the end of the night when you're back in your place, you're like, actually I'm lucky to have gone out into the streets and nothing happened.
Like,
because the crux of it all is that every woman knows another woman who's been sexually violated, sexually assaulted, abused, hit.
you have a family member, that has been emotionally, physically, or raped.
Yeah. So, men, and even when you're inside the house, when you're living with a man can decide, I'm gonna take them all out.
It's sad.
And the justice system is not doing any justice to us.
And we talk about it a lot, Keke. That's my thing. We talk about it on socials, like South African Twitter. What do we call it? Black Twitter. We talk about it all the time. On Facebook, we talk about it on Instagram, we talk about it on our WhatsApp statuses. But my thing is, Keke, that's one thing that I maybe want to ask you is, how come we don't take such conversations to the rural areas? Because rural people do not, like, mukas, Twitter.
True.
Maybe Facebook with them, but it think for jokes.
Yeah.
You know, to talk next door or whatever, but we don't use it to
make fun of Cyril all the
time. You understand, but we don't take such conversations. Yes, our brothers that have Twitter are aware of what they are and they're trying to fix themselves. Let's not take it away from them. You know, they are aware of against all and whatever. But what about the brothers who don't have, you know, YouTube access to such conversations?
There's a lot of these things, especially go to rural areas where it's okay for men to do whatever they want to the women. I mean, ukutwala, for example, with the Eastern Cape, you know, it's common practice. What can she do? Bobo, there was something in Ikebala, and that I was watching on YouTube about this guy who grew up in the Cape Flats and whatnot. I don't know. Wanyana, if you don't ask her out properly, you know, almost threatening her life,
to that.
Then it's what they are used to. How some you know, there's people like you who are just used to that, and that's the way they think love is.
Yeah.
Amen. Honestly, I don't know how this thing could be solved. I don't know how.
I have a cousin of mine who's on Lesotho. So Lesotho is a rural area. Lesotho is basically part of South Africa, guys. Because there are parts of South Africa that just are like Lesotho, you understand? And she says she was out and her baby daddy came, they had an argument. Like, let's say your baby daddy comes in our shop. People are gonna come and like, hey, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
She's like, people watched and it was cool. People went on and drinking and dancing and whatever, and I'm just like,
no.
But validating, not
give
even
me zero, man. Give me zero.
Your
man.
friends that you were with, what did they say?
You know, it's those type of the stats are so crazy. Is that they're so crazy because there was someone who said a woman is actually safer outside than when they're inside with a man, and I was like, dang. I was like, dang.
Home is supposed to be safer. What do you mean?
So with strangers, I'm safer than in my house with a man. I was like, damn. What type of South Africa are we living in, guys?
What type of world are we living in?
The world. Because in some countries, I mean, from that TikTok video, homicide, Russia is, you know,
the thing.
If it's a mobility, it's fine. But just don't kill her. What? Afghanistan, if a woman cheats, okay,
that I didn't know.
Yo, dog, like. But when a man, when he cheats, or the only thing he's supposed to do is maybe like apologize or take on that woman as a second wife. Mara Musadi cheats.
It's a big deal. That is another topic. How cheat, like when you cheat on a guy, let's say I cheat on a guy, it's a big issue. Like, it's a big issue. I'm called a whore or I'm called whatever. But when a guy cheats, it's
I can judge him.
It's a mistake. It's a mistake. But with us, it's taboo. BS,
dog. BS. That is actually another topic. You know, already women in South Africa, there's a problem. Yeah, this GBV.
Yeah.
On top of that, now you queer. Let me tell you, that's a different level.
I was watching your previous video, KK, with your friend.
Yeah,
you guys touched on it a bit, and I was just like,
dog, Kubi. You literally have to sit back and be like, do I really want to go to this place?
Yeah.
Night learning, because, well, I move a lot. I'm a traveler.
You never know if the guys from that side, Bajan.
I'm a rolling stone.
Yeah.
The first thing when I look at for accommodation, is, it's not even like, okay, it's okay, obviously safety, okay, am I gonna be safe? But the thing is, if I go to the shop around the corner, am I safe? You know, who's there? Who's sitting there watching? Maybe Kwani. You know, who's gonna do what?
And you being a vibist.
Groovist.
Oh, groovist. See, I'm a whole body there. I don't even know the words. Groovist. Groovist.
Yo, dog, like it's hectic, man. As a queer female, black, masculine presenting.
I never thought of that, but
South Africa.
I never, because I always see you posting videos with your guy friends. Like it's rare that I see you with just girls, and I never thought that you actually think about it. Because I thought like you're comfortable and you trust your homies, and you like, because you're always posting them on your statuses, and I'm just like, oh, look at me.
Yeah, when I'm with them,
you're cool.
I'm cool because I've known these guys for a long time.
And you trust them.
And I trust them.
To a certain extent.
Obviously. Obviously.
Yes.
Maar they're the type of bras that, for example, let me give you an example. There was a time when I was dating this other chick. Right? And then me and her actually, we broke up, right?
Yeah.
We had broken up. But then we go vibing. Go vibing. So I go vibing. Obviously now, her boyfriend Kanako is not there. He's doing his own thing somewhere else.
Yeah.
But some of his boys are there, and they know me and know me and her history. So when they see us interacting, because now honestly I don't have bad blood with my exes.
Yeah.
So obviously, we're chilling. We're catching up.
Yeah. Where have you been? Whatever.
What? And then it turns out, my boys, like other guys that I know from Mokas, they are chilling with probably his boys, the boyfriend's boys, right? So what happened then was that my boys, because they're my boys, thing is not even if we are not friends, but if we from Mokas, I'll never just be like, oh, vibing.
Yeah.
Nonchalant about it, like, oh,
I'll
be like, okay, nah, shit. Shop. So, luckily for my personality, that actually saved my life that day. Because what happened is that one of my boys, heard from these guys.
Yeah.
For you, we gonna sort her out. Why is she talking to our boys' girl? We gonna show her for okay. Yeah, you don't mess with our boys' girl, inkai.
And they know you.
They know me. Mind you, the same bra that they protecting, he's out there, he's out at another club with his side chick.
Mauti, guys.
With his side chick. So, my bro comes to me, like, he's like, but I think you need to leave.
These people are out for you.
These people, they planning now as we speak to attack you. So I think it's best if you just take your things quietly, sajampis, and you leave. And that's what I did. I left.
Not gonna take chances. What else? What else are you gonna do?
Thing is, I don't know how many they are, and we don't know what they're gonna do. So I was like, okay.
Shit.
I'm out. Just like that. Like, men in South Africa can decide tomorrow. They can decide now. We wanna take you guys out. And it's this whole notion of, okay,
you are a threat to them. I've always, like, when I go out with maybe a lesbian friend of mine, they always feel like the girl that you're with is not a guy, so you feel inferior type of thing.
Like, and then what? For no, like, first of all, these chicks are not branded with your name on them.
That's the thing with South African women, South African men as well.
Men are entitled
to us.
It's not even South Africa. I think it's men all over the world.
I think we're worse.
Yeah, but South Africa is worse. South Africa is worse. South Africa is fucking worse.
I think we're
South
worse.
Africa is worse. And then some of them, they ask you out. And for I have no choice. I have no chance at all. We probably out here in the club chasing the same girls. And then they just like ask you out. And then you be like,
to try and change you.
And then you be like, but my brother.
Look at me.
What you mean? But then you can't be too aggressive in your response because how we outside the club or wherever, you know.
I remember the previous person that you hosted on your thing, it was saying the same thing, that you can't be like, no, I'm not going to give you my numbers or whatever. You just have to give them your numbers just to be safe.
So now I've picked my spots of where I groove. Even though I'm a groovist, I picked them very well because it's safety, and if anything was to happen, do people who are there have your back?
Yeah. I feel like we should take these conversations to places that they don't reach as well. I know it's the government's work, and we give the government every shady work in the world, but sometimes we have to take responsibility and just take these conversations to them and hear what they feel. Take the conversation to rapists in prison. Why? You know?
Shit, would you sit? Actually, I would like to sit with someone who's raped.
Yes, because we're always interviewing the girl.
Yeah.
And asking the girl, how did it feel? What were you wearing?
Hey, we never
go to the rapist.
But there was one time where obviously, so one time there was this guy. He had just come out of prison, and we were chilling with him. We were doing obviously whatever. And he's like, "Ita, why it's sky jega ho monatia? Tere sky jeki ki eng? Tere sky jeki ki eng? What? And so I was like, what do you mean? That thing, man. Adrenaline.
You're stealing.
For a what? What's screaming about ing? So what I'm telling for it? If you're as I scream as I did it,
you won't enjoy it.
You're not gonna enjoy it. I won't enjoy it. And I'm like, what? Shit. I don't know, man. Get that thing. I'm gonna power you for chances. You are stronger than her. Adrenaline, you know. And I'm just like,
you're fighting for your life and you're screaming. This person is enjoying the sound of your scream.
Yes. The struggle. Yes.
That you're pinching him.
Yes. Yes. So then they do it to lesbians for bitch. Every morning when I look at these boobs and this coochie, I see that I'm a woman, dog. Like,
I'm not in denial.
How, bruh? For no. What makes you think that after you rape me, it's gonna make me be like, oh,
man,
dick. Sabawell. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Wow, Kiki. Honestly.
Yes, dog. Like, men, like, you're right. We should take these conversations
to them,
to broader.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Outside of technology.
I'm trying.
Thank you.
I'm trying with this podcast. I'm trying.
Okay.
But it doesn't just lie with me. It lies with every person who shares, you know, comments, so that within the YouTube algorithm as well, it pops up more.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, someone was asking me like, why are you doing this?
And it's one of my questions, actually.
Really?
Yes, because now you were saying on, like, I watched, like, so that I get prepared. I come somehow prepared for this. So you said that some queer women that have YouTube channels, that all they talk about is maybe sex, whatever, boobs, and the sex with another woman, how it feels, and you're trying to talk about in-depth conversation. So my question is, why? yes, you want to be different, cool. We all want to bring different content. But why this content?
You know, it would have been easy for me to go that route.
Yeah.
I mean,
we want to watch, we want to know all these questions. So beautiful. How does it feel?
You know, it would have been
different.
Yeah, it would have been easy for me to go that route. There's another friend of mine is like, bruh, like, why don't you just do that? You have the looks. People would actually listen to you if you actually just talked about sex the whole time, because you look
sex sells.
You look fucking gorgeous, dog. And you know, yeah, people would just be like, shit, if she's saying it, then that's the way. And I was like, you know what? Then I'm tired of queer people just being seen as sex objects all the time. Basically, that's why I'm tired of just seeing anything queer. What's the first thing that comes to your mind? Oh, no, pride. Sex. See?
What kind of sex is it?
What kind of sex is it?
Is it different?
Why can we not talk about other things that matter?
Yeah.
Plus, you know, I could have stopped because I'm not making money. I'm actually losing money from doing this. Because obviously I do all the edits, all the photography, all the branding.
And this time traveling.
The traveling as well. I mean, when I get my blow, just to shoot a fucking podcast. You're in the toll gates, oh fuck, and the petrol.
Yeah.
But I took it upon myself, like, if I don't do it, then clearly nobody else is gonna do it. So, and if you want something done right, do it yourself.
That's true.
So that's why I'm doing this.
What you're doing.
I'm doing this. It's the money would be nice. The money would be cool. You know, obviously, because the money, the likes, the exposure would be cool in a sense of, you know, okay, it will have validation. But on the flip side, the money would, for me, would also, the money, the likes would also be cool, because it shows me I'm reaching more people. Yeah. You understand?
Yeah.
And then obviously on the money aspect, it will be better equipment. Yeah. You get. But then, amen.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Starting a real thing takes forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Starting a real thing takes forever.
Finally, all these other, you know, I mean, I see them and I'm like, Jesus, somehow well those likes, eh?
Somehow well those subscribers,
views, dog. And I'm just like, somehow all those views.
Yeah.
But for me, it's not for popularity or when I'm in the streets, people will be like, oh, Dion, they're from the podcast. No. Yeah. For me, it's those views, those likes, subscriptions is, okay, I'm reaching more people.
Yeah. You're making a difference.
I'm reaching more people. I'm changing more minds. I'm making people more
You're
open.
making people talk when people are not talking.
You understand?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
Reason.
For me.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
So that's why I did this podcast. One day we will talk about the sex.
On a random Sunday.
One day. One day I'll just drop it. We'll talk about the sex. We will.
Actually, I've never even looked at those other queer where they talk about. I see it on sex education. Yeah. That's the only.
Oh no, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Boo boo, smash, pass, or grab, or whatever.
I'll check them out.
Love, fuck, marry, those type of things that I'm not really interested in doing.
I hear you, KK. Yeah. I hear you.
So, right, we talked about the serious. Muyela says questions.
I do. Okay, some of them are still serious.
Okay, cool.
Some of them are still very serious. When I was telling a friend of mine that I'm doing this yesterday, she asked me, how do I know that I'm 100% straight and
cisgender? It's called cisgender also.
Cisgender. Yeah. How do I know? Okay, 100%
Sila.
Sickle dick.
Strictly dickly.
It's 80-20 for me. I don't think anyone is 100% straight.
For women especially.
For women, you guys are in denial. They are in denial, and I just feel like I'm 80-20. So one of my questions is, Keke, that how do you feel about seeing somebody or 80-20? Why do why do lesbians always feel like, you know? I think your friend asked it as well.
Always feel like what?
Inferior, that I might leave them for another guy for a date.
You know why?
Because
it's happened too many times.
And it hurts.
It happened too many times.
And it hurts.
To them, not.
We're not Tata Cake.
I said about like it's just like, it's just that I just want someone to be honest with me from the get-go. Or you know what, I might be bi, or I'm just trying to, you know.
I'm not bi.
No, I'm saying I want them to tell me I'm bi, or I'm just trying something new. Don't just throw me in the fucking deep end and not tell me things. Next thing I see you with some dude. And then it's like, but, you know, or sometimes, maybe when this person you're intimate, but then when you start touching down there, you can feel, okay, something else was here before me.
How?
Yeah?
How do you tell?
What do you mean?
I mean exactly that.
Dog. Like, if a chick was with a dude, Mawan, and then, obviously, you know, lesbian foreplay, the shits.
I've never gone.
Okay.
I would. This was the part where you tell me a bit.
Sorry. So maybe you busy foreplaying and then you touch down there, and then maybe usually you used to maybe like one finger or one. This time we'll go for why 2, 3, 4.
It doesn't me.
No. It's no.
It doesn't me. Yeah.
Oh, listen, no matter how many like women, we like to say no, a vagina can, you know, hide stuff and trust me, when you're dealing with another woman, especially like, for example, if you're used to this person, you're always intimate with this person.
Yeah.
Maybe like, okay, maybe you muffing or whatever.
Yeah.
The minute maybe if she's cheating and then she changes partners and then comes back to you, you can tell, man. Okay, this is not how it usually tastes or smells or feels. So you can kind of like
attentive. You guys are attentive.
Well, for me, not me. Yes, not very attentive. I don't know about others because there's those other lesbians that are like touch me nots. Okay, they don't like to be touched or one.
That is also my question. That is all. I never thought that. You know, I know with guys there's a bottom and a top,
and then there's a verse.
Okay, I don't know that.
Oh, verse is like you can be top or bottom.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, and then I didn't know that it can happen to lesbians as well.
It does.
There's a bottom and there's a top.
It's not like
that.
There's a lot of terms for it. There is actually an episode where we did it with that other gay guy friend, well colored.
Yeah, I remember.
We talked about So man, touch me not. Yeah, but then it's a person to person thing. There's those people who as long as I'm smashing, I don't really care like what's happening. There's those people who just like selfish about their sex. It's just like nah, I'm gonna bust my nut and
be out. And be out.
Yes. So
okay,
yeah,
tell me about that, Keke. Explain that in depth, the whole lesbian thing where the person isn't, like, for example, you are not you are the touch me not. How does that work? Like,
I'm not a touch me not.
I know, but you have friends maybe.
Yes.
Are like, how does it work? Don't you have like?
I've never been in the bedroom with them, but from what I hear from femmes, they are complaining for, I hope you're not a touch me not. And I was like, what do you mean? So femmes, they always say, okay, there's those who are on body boxer with sports bra. That's as far as they go if when you undress. Yeah, when they nude, yes. And the perfect relationship for those ones, for those touch me nots, is to have a pillow princess. Which a pillow princess is those feminine girls who like to be pleasured, but they don't want to pleasure. Why one?
I think that's me.
Wow. So the touch me not to give out that like to give pleasure, but they don't want to be touched.
I get it.
So hence the word touch me not.
I get it.
Do you understand?
Yes, I get it.
So that's what I'm saying. Like only, and then there's those other bush lesbians who think they're men.
I heard you guys say.
They're exhausting. So some of them
are touch me nots.
Yeah, most of them are touch me nots. You better go that court.
Can't you check it?
What?
Go that court.
I'm a lady. What you mean?
Thank you.
What you mean? First of all, you'll never find me with a court.
You don't drink beer?
No, I don't drink beer. I drink cocktails, man.
You're lying.
No, I drink cocktails.
Why did I think you drink beer?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't drink beer. I had a throat infection one time from beer, so.
So what do you identify as?
Me?
Yes.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Because Nana, I thought you were
a butch.
A butch. Or a stud. A stud.
So, well,
based on your appearance.
Well, people will say I'm a stud because I can't be butch because butch I give a little bit
masculine, yes. Yes.
So, and then I can't be a stem, which is those still like dress the way I dress, but with like now makeup.
Yeah.
So I guess yeah, you can call me a stud if you want.
No, no. What are you? What do you like? You are not a title person.
No, I really don't. I really don't, because there's some things that I do and you're just like, what the fuck? This person is actually more feminine than I am.
Exactly, like the beer part. Because I sometimes drink beer and
no, I wouldn't be caught dead with the beer.
It doesn't taste good. It doesn't.
The closest thing I'll drink to beer is a what's this thing? Flying fish.
Hey,
give flying fish. Shala. Give flying fish.
Hey.
That's the closest thing.
Okay, I drink that.
Why?
That's
What?
I drink.
Hey. So that's the closest thing. But then for Tramo, cider, maybe cocktails, gin.
No.
You understand?
Okay, cool.
So yeah, man. I mean, you can't sometimes. Even when I prep for the podcast, my ex would be like, "Are you putting on makeup?"
Do you put on makeup?
And I'm just like, it's just a mascara.
Yes, I remember you used to use
highlight. I'm just like, that's it. And she's like, oh, okay.
So what do you date? What are you attracted to?
Femmes.
Okay, cool. That's what you are attracted
Femmes,
to.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Femmes all day, every day.
And you are what? A top or what? If I can say.
Not me.
You are a whatever. You are whatever.
If you feel like being a dominant femme, come through.
Great.
Tell me what to do. Great.
Okay.
That's me.
I don't know if you've shared another question. Then you ask me questions.
Okay.
That's my last question. No, that's not my last question. I have a couple more, but then you ask me questions. My other question that I never heard your out story and how you feel about outing. Like I know some people. I was talking to my mom about this. Okay, but my mom is not really. She doesn't understand the whole LGBTQ whatnot. So she was like, what do you think about outing, like telling your parents about that? Because some people are against that. Why should I be going out? I never went out to my mom that I'm straight. Why should I go out and say I'm gay or I'm lesbian or whatever?
True.
You know, how do you feel about that's my other question. And your outing story? I've never heard it before.
I've never
if you ever had one.
I've never actually told my outing story. I think I did. Like, I think I've always told people about my outing story. It's just that people don't take me serious.
I've never heard it.
That's simple.
Maybe.
That's your story.
That's it.
What? That's
no drama.
It.